And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of the East Auckland Fantasy League podcast for the 2025 regular season. And yes, I know we are a week behind. Bear with me, I'll tell the story. But it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us as we recap some of the action that's gone on through the first 2 weeks of the EAFL 2025. It's a nice night here in Wellington. It's a bit windy. My name is Texas Hold'em. I am joined here, of course, as usual, by the one and only, the beautiful, the majestic, the four-time champion, Kane Webber.
Soon to be 5.
Bah! Soon to be 5. Fucking you wish, mate. You wish. Don't get too big for your britches too soon.
Week 2, number 1. On today's episode, we're going to review Week 1, Week 2, have a look at Week 3, and then to round it all off, have a look at the waiver wire.
We absolutely will. Spot on. That's exactly what we will do. It's been a pretty interesting couple of weeks. Quick look at the standings before we do that. We have 3 2-0 teams. We have Canis right in front of you. We have Christopher riding high. And Ben. Ben was the Wooden Spoon last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, what a turnaround. Look at this guy go.
Look at that. From Wooden Spoon to 2-0. It's only 2 weeks. Let's not overreact. We had a tie in Week 1, which was pretty wild.
Oh, already game of the season, Week 1.
No,
Ryan and Nick.
That was crazy because we'll have a look at that later, but yeah, that play at the end of the game, the Vikings fumble recovery, but who were they playing? The Falcons? No, that was when they were to the Bears. The Bears got the yards, but the Vikings got the fumble recovery. And Aaron Jones didn't get the carries to round out the game, which was pretty wild, but we'll look into that later. And then we have 3 0-2 teams. Why does... Oh, yeah, there you go. 4 0-2 teams, sorry. Michael, Alex, Evo, and Dylan have started the season at the bottom of the standings. A whole bunch of 1-1s, a couple of 1-0-1s now after week 2. Highest points for belongs to Kane with 235.5. Only 3 teams averaging 100 points a game so far this season. And I think 100 points is like that kind of magic number. You get over 100, I reckon like 70% of the time you're probably going to win.
Yeah. You want all your teams scoring double-digit points. That's
the goal. That's the dream for everyone to score double digits.
And then just a few to pop off here and there.
Absolutely. A few touchdowns thrown in the mix. But yeah, so look, let's get straight into week 1. Let's not fuck spiders around here, folks. So the NFL week 1, I'm looking at my screen and I'm on top of my screen. So we'll start with my game first. I played Alex Sharma in week 1. Bit of a close win. Top performance from that game, you can see here Jalen Hurts with 23 on my team, Marvin Harrison 15.5, and the Rams defense, third top scorer for me with 14 points. Was not an awesome week. Sharma, his top 3, Patrick Mahomes with 23, Saquon Barkley with 16, and George Kittle with 10. I was very lucky because George Kittle caught a touchdown and then pulled a hammy. So I hope you recover swiftly, but I'm glad you at least scored a touchdown because it's kind of nice, but that's all you did. And then I probably would have lost, I think, if George Kittle finishes that game.
Speaking of swiftly, your team name is still Get Swifty, and you no longer have Swift.
You're absolutely right. I have noticed that. I just haven't come up with a good name for my team just yet.
It's got to hurt something.
I was thinking to Infinity and Keon, but then he had an absolute dud in week 2, so I'm not ready to give him the honor of the representative of my team just yet. The team captain, essentially, you know.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
So
nice win week 1, Sam. Well done against the 3-time champion.
Thank you. I was pretty happy. Yep, I'm happy with a couple of picks. Jacoby Myers, very happy with him. He's been the target monster that I wanted him to be so far. Jalen Hurts in week 1 did Jalen Hurts things. Kyron Williams got a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, I am so mad at Daniel Jones right now.
Indiana Jones.
We'll get more into Daniel Jones later. He obviously has made the Colts look good, but he has vultured 3 touchdowns from Jonathan Taylor in 2 weeks. Now, Jonathan Taylor had an amazing game the week just been. You know, I'm happy with that. But week 1, at least one of those touchdowns would have been real nice. But yeah, otherwise, Keon Coleman was a massive surprise in week 1. But that was a crazy game against the Ravens. That Bills-Ravens game was insane.
Oh my god, I can't believe the Ravens lost that. Good for fantasy purposes, though. Derrick Henry, 29 points. Thank you very much.
Shush, and Lamar Jackson had 20 something in that game as well, didn't he?
What a floor to have.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's why you pay for one of the two best quarterbacks in the league, whether it's him or Josh Allen. I think both opinions, like, they're both worthy of being called the best quarterback in the league because they're both amazing. Obviously, a couple duds here. Evan Ingram, T. Higgins. Evan Ingram is gone off my team now. I kind of wish he wasn't. But hey, here we are. Brenton Strange. It's Brenton Strange season. Maybe he can be
Benton
mixed.
Strange season. Yeah, love that Liam Cohen offense.
I wanted Zach Ertz, but I didn't get him. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Big Dick Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Dick Nick. Looking at Sharma's team real quick, yeah, obviously Mahomes has been fine for fantasy, despite the fact the Chiefs are 2-0.
Yeah, that's because he's doing everything himself.
He's the only one on that team anymore. The Travis Kelsey drop on Monday was outright
Both games. Both
yeah,
games.
both games.
He's dropped like go to goal catches.
Yeah, but like the one that then got picked off against the Eagles, like that was
And he injured Worthy, so he's not off to a good start.
no, he's too distracted by Tay. Yeah, Devontae Smith is I think the big name here. That Eagles offense again, 23 points from Jalen Hurts, but that was 2 rushing touchdowns. Devontae Smith and AJ Brown between them had they had 4 catches for 24 yards between the two of them.
Nice.
That's real good. That's what you want from those players if you're playing against them. But yeah, otherwise, like a lot of single digits for Sharma last week. Saquon Barkley, 16 is fine from him. I'm glad he didn't have a bigger game. And yeah, Chicago, well, like JohnDre Swift. DK Metcalf looks all right in Pittsburgh, but I feel like he looks good, but I don't think he's got the points so far. Yeah, I mean, he's scored 10 and 9.5. He scored a touchdown last week, but
he just gets his touchdown and then stops the game.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like you say, good win for me against the reigning champ. Next in line is Chris, 2-0 Chris, playing Dallas. Dallas with a very nice, but not very nice, 69 points. But Chris, yeah,
highest scorer of the week.
Yeah, true, actually. Highest score of week 1, just by a point.
And yeah, when you're getting 18.5 from Garrett Wilson, 17 points from Pittman, and 15 points from the Indy defense, you're in a good spot.
Yes, you are. Yeah, Chris did exactly what we said at the top, which was double-digit points for all your players, except for your quarterback. Bo Nix was disappointing, but otherwise.
He came back in the waivers, picked up Indiana Jones.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so he does have Daniel Jones on his team now. Quarterback 2 on the season, Daniel Jones, which is wild. So yeah, I think Chris is 2-0, still looking pretty good. Dallas, on the other hand, there's the other part of that Eagles passing offense. AJ Brown, yeah, it's been pretty rough. AJ Brown is wide receiver 103.
And what are his statistics?
He has over 2 games. He has 9 targets, 6 catches for 35 yards.
Oh wow!
He had 1 target in week 1.
That's crazy.
Not what you want from the guy you spent $68 on, and then Justin Jefferson was 62, AJ Brown was 38. Justin Jefferson has been okay. That's going to look real interesting without JJ McCarthy. Maybe it will look better with Carson Wentz. Maybe Carson Wentz is what this offense needs.
Mark Andrews was projected for 9 points, and he got 0.5.
He had 1 catch for 5 yards. Yeah, the Ravens went wild against the Bills, and yet, yeah, like Mark Andrews gets none of that. He gets, how many targets did he have? He had 1 catch on 1 target. And Lamar Jackson went nuts that game.
Rome Odunze is looking like a very good draft.
Yes, yeah, he is looking like a really good pick. I like watching Devontae Adams in the Rams offense. Stafford threw a beautiful touchdown to him this last game. If Stafford can stay healthy, that Rams offense is exciting, and Devontae Adams is really exciting there. He was drafted for $22.
So Rome Odunze is wide receiver 3, and he was drafted for $15.
There you go. Nice work, Chris. Getting the one good Chicago player so far. So, yeah, really strong one for Chris there. Next one is Duncan versus Dylan. Duncan took this one out, 89-70. Let's look at that winning team. I mean, you had, a few double digits. Jaden Daniels, Jackson Smith, and Jigba is looking really good. He was drafted for $29. You know who else was drafted for $29? T. Higgins.
Who's that? Really?
I drafted T. Higgins for $29. He was a keeper for
God,
30,
do I miss
36.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hype coming into the season about him being like the guy, like the wide receiver 1 in Seattle, and he probably will be a wide receiver 1 on this season. Currently ranked 10th, so there you go. But otherwise, Tennessee, Calvin Ridley, Cam Ward didn't really get it done at Denver. That's a tough defense. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions, they put up an egg in week 1 against the Packers.
Not a good game by the Lions that day.
No, all around. They made up for it this week. But yeah, that week 1. Is the Packers defense that good, you reckon?
Yeah, well, it's looking pretty good.
It's looking pretty good. Washington played Green Bay last week, and Jaden Daniels did okay for fantasy, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. But he got hurt.
Who do you think the wide receiver 1 for the Packers is?
No one. None of them. Tucker Kraft? No, I don't know. It's that offense. It's always been spread around. There hasn't been a wide receiver 1 in Green Bay since I think Devontae Adams left.
True.
Like, they haven't had a bona fide guy. They just spread it around, right? Like, everyone thought, you thought it was Jaden Reed last year, and he was the highest scoring receiver on the team, I think. But he still wouldn't be, you wouldn't have considered him like a wide receiver 1 kind of guy. It's
so hard because they're one of the best offenses, but you just don't know which receiver to go for.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the problem. It's all over the place. Like, it could be, it could be Wicks, could be Golden. Golden hasn't done, he's had the targets, hasn't done much. Could be, who's the other? No, that's it. It's Golden, then
Romeo
Wicks.
Dobbs.
Oh yeah, Romeo Dobbs is the third guy. But yeah, it's Golden and then Wicks right now with Reed out, unless there's someone I'm missing. But yeah, and for Dylan, Christian McCaffrey stayed healthy after 1 week and score points.
Nice work.
He, like Patrick Mahomes, is the only part left of that San Francisco offense. Like, the San Francisco offense is Christian McCaffrey. That's it.
Nick Jones, baby.
Yeah. Bench Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence. It wouldn't have made the difference, unfortunately. 27 for Justin Fields, looked really good in Pittsburgh. Trevor Lawrence with 10 points. But he could have, so, I mean, a couple of sats. Okay, so sat Jaden Reed over Jalen Waddle. So Jaden Reed and Justin Fields starting would have gotten the dub. But
sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, that's a toss-up, Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. And then Jaden Reed and Jalen Waddle, I kind of feel the same there. It's, going week 1 without any data, it's hard to tell. I think that's a fair call. I'm not, it's not an egregious one from me. Let's go the next one. Jason with, again, the best team name in the league, versus Tim. Emeka Egbuka looks
really good.
He looks real good. Jason went rookie heavy with his draft. Some of it paid off. Josh Allen with 39. That helps. That helps you in a week.
But he really needs some of these other rookies to hit as well.
Yeah, I mean, he started 3 rookies in week 1. Trevion Henderson, who knows what's happening in New England. Matthew Golden and Emeka Egbuka. Another rookie, Dylan Sampson, scored on the bench. He has a team with potential, but the potential because they're rookies.
It's a very boom bust team. It feels like.
Yeah, when they go off, they go off. And who knows, like I said, what's going to happen with Henderson in New England. All of the rookie running backs, Hampton had a almost really costly fumble against the Raiders. Genty's been okay. And then who's your RJ Harvey? I haven't actually watched a lot of Denver games, but RJ Harvey, J.K. Dobbins is playing well.
Which is the best rookie running back at the moment? Just off the top of your head.
You know what? The guy that I want right now is Cam Scatterboo.
Yeah, true. Actually, the
Seriously,
short line.
if you want like a rookie run of all the rookie running back situations, you either want Ashton Genty because he's a bona fide, like he is the guy. But Chip Kelly was weird against the Chargers. That was a really weird game plan. Or Cam Scatterboo, like looks from the numbers at least. I only watched some of the game on Red Zone, but from the numbers, he looks like he's going to take over from Tracy based on week 2 usage. So yeah, if I had to pick one, I'd pick Cam Scatterboo.
I like the pairing of Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo going forward. That's a cool tandem for the Giants.
Those are some pretty dope names as well. Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
New
And then
York Giants.
those two are Malik Neighbors. Yeah,
Oh,
that could like if they make the change. Yeah, if they're line of the line. Did you see on the first drive of the Giants game this week, the linemen that got 4 penalties in the same drive?
yeah, and they just benched him.
Yeah, that was great. So just that was Jason's team. Tim's team. Tim's team. RIP to Austin Eckler's season. Absolute legend of fantasy football. Austin Eckler, all around great guy. Was a running back one a few years ago. I don't know if we see Austin Eckler like again playing football.
Lucky. Oh yeah, true. Actually, sad. He was once the RB1 in fantasy football, so bad loss.
He was. I think he was on my team that year. I can't remember. But yeah, torn Achilles, out for the season. He's 30 years old. Normally takes a couple of years for a running back to come back from that. Really unfortunate for Austin Eckler. I think we covered Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. If you pay what you did for Jamar Chase, which was $64, which is not bad actually. It's less than last year, but still, you pay $60 for Jamar Chase. You pay $66 for CeeDee Lamb. Now Lamb was fine. He could have been awesome in week 1, but he was fine. 16.5 points. It's great. And then Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase was kept. That's why it was cheap.
Oh, he was kept. Oh, I didn't read the. No, he was drafted. Jamar Chase was drafted. Oh, $64 for Jamar. Yeah, 64 for Jamar Chase, drafted. And then CeeDee Lamb drafted for 66. So $130 on your wide receivers for less than 20 points. It gets better. And Tyreek Hill's a boom or bust kind of guy. Dak Prescott, like that Eagles defense is just really good. Dak had a way better game this last week, obviously. Travis Etienne. Tim has Travis Etienne.
Well, lucky he's got him on his bench now. Saying that, if one of his running backs goes down, you want to worry, hit the panic button.
Yeah, well, he has. You got J.K. Dobbins and Travis Etienne, but yeah, that's about it at the moment. I think a few people in the league are like that, to be fair. Right, next up, we'll look at your game, Kane versus Evo. Kane, you took this one out.
High scoring affair, dude. I was biting my fingernails off for this one.
Yeah, that's tight. 6-point difference.
Who did he have left? I think he had.
He had DJ Moore.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
DJ Moore needed 12 points, and he got 5 points.
Yeah. DJ Moore should have 12 points. Like, I think that Evo should have won that one. But
he was open on a post
on the touchdown. That's right. I remember watching the end of that game and being like, just get DJ Moore a touchdown. Go on, that's all you need. And
he was close a few times actually. He was the focus of the offense. I was just sitting there like fuck.
Yep.
Just lucky Chicago are cursed.
Yeah, Caleb Williams just couldn't get it done to DJ Moore, unfortunately. So pretty close. Not much to speak of on Evo's bench. Nothing would have saved him there. Did you bench anyone good? Nah, you didn't bench anyone good. Your bench is all rookies. Hang on, one. Your bench is entirely rookies. From week 1, your week 1 bench was entirely rookies except for Damian Pierce.
Yeah.
Kyle Williams.
My bench is a work in progress.
Yeah, and all our benches are working. You're the one that has Isaiah Likely on your IR, you dick. Right, we'll go to the next one. Nick, the first tie of the year in week.
Well, how good was this game? This is game of the season already.
Yeah, so this was the one that everyone was watching at the end of Monday Night Football because You had, so Ryan came in with a deficit, Aaron Jones, and the Vikings defense. And Minnesota had the ball, like, the last 2 drives, I don't think they used Aaron Jones at all. Maybe a little bit, but
and then the Vikings got a fumble off of DJ Moore.
that was it. Yep, it was a catch fumble, but the yards that the Bears got on that play meant the Vikings lost 2 points, and the fumble meant that they gained 2 points, and that was a wild finish to that game.
So how do you feel if you draw that? You're just really like, fuck. Even to the 0.5 decimal, it's so unlikely to happen.
No, I think if you're the team in front, you're breathing a sigh of relief, because I think I was on.
Yeah, right.
Like Nick was like, it's over, it's done. If I'm Nick, I'm breathing a sigh of relief. I'm like, okay, we didn't lose. We could have, but we didn't.
Ryan's like, fuck, I didn't win.
Exactly. If you're the team coming back, it's so much harder if you're the team coming back. If you get a draw, like, you'll take it, but you were literally that close. So, funny, because actually Ryan had Caleb Williams on his bench, and had he started Caleb Williams, he would have won.
Oh, sit-start decisions. What do you do?
Yeah, so it's Caleb Williams versus Minnesota or Drake May versus Las Vegas. Again,
Sutton on the bench as well would have got him the win. Or even if Worthy catches a catch,
Yeah, well, Worthy went out play 3. That's right. That's a very unfortunate for Ryan. You have your starting receiver go out on play 3 of the game and not come back.
He just needed to catch one thing.
Literally
1 yard or whatever.
Literally 1 pass. That's all it needed. So that's fun. Very unfortunate, but great entertainment for all of us. Thank you for putting on the most entertaining game of the week. For next side, Baker looks pretty good. Baker looks good in general. He's playing like Baker. I love him. He's such a fun quarterback to root for.
And Jaylen Warren is clearly the number 1 in Pittsburgh.
Very much so, yes. I think we've deduced that over the last 2 weeks. I thought Kenneth Gainwell might make an impact, but I don't think he's going to take that job from Jaylen Warren. Otherwise, not a lot to speak of. Hollywood Brown stepped up last week, so week 1, I should say, but then fell back to earth in week 2, but nothing else of note on Nick's bench. So, again, thank you for the entertaining game, fellas. And last but not least, Mr. Mike.
Ryan's been a part of 2 great games these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, true. Ryan has. Yeah, actually, Ryan was also on the other end of a tie with Chris a few years ago on a fumble recovery that was rescored.
How do you remember that?
Because it was an amazing moment. It was a
Was it a stat correction?
It was a stat correction. Thank you. I was looking for the term. It was a stat correction.
Wow.
Yeah. So Ryan had won, and then the next day they gave, because Brandon Marshall lost it. So Brandon Marshall lost a fumble, and whoever the fucking Jets were playing recovered it, and then the Jets got it back, so they got given the 2 points for the fumble recovery, even though it was on offense.
Fun.
Yeah, great times. That was hilarious. But yes, I will always remember that game. That was a wild game as well. So yeah, Michael going down big to Ben Nini, 81.5 to 108. Nini with a pretty strong start to the season so far has Justin Herbert. Actually, I thought he was scoring. It's because the point somehow, for some reason, the Chargers Raiders points from the other night are not actually in the player's stat box. But he had a great game against KC, did Justin Herbert in week 1. Deebo Samuel in Washington was pretty good in week 1 as well, 19.5 points.
He's the number 1 there. Terry's not getting anything. It's all Deebo.
Do you think holding out all through camp may have hurt Terry McLaurin?
Well, he's getting paid now, so who cares?
I mean, you get paid to play. You get paid to catch touchdowns, and Terry McLaurin isn't doing that right now.
And Deebo is.
Deebo is, yeah. Deebo was really good that game. Malik Neighbors had a quiet game at Washington, but obviously exploded this week. We'll talk about that later. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy if I'm Ben. That's a pretty solid lineup right now. Tight end, Sam Laporta had 10 points in week 1. Okay, actually.
I'll find himself a flex.
Actually, I take that back. Your flex is pretty weak, Ben. I'm not going to lie. Your flex is... Rashad White is, dart throw.
Start Kyle Pitts.
Start Kyle Pitts. Yeah, well, start Kyle Pitts. He looks all right. What's his name? Michael Penix looks all right. Not awesome, but not terrible either. Better than Bryce Young.
Yeah,
On
it was just a bust week for all of Knutsford's players, by the way.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. James Cook was 17.5. James Cook is making good on his new contract. I love
He
that.
is running back one.
He had a huge game this week just been. Yeah,
Yeah,
James Cook running back one. 17.5 and 27.
cooking.
132 and 2 this last week at the Jets. So yeah, you're pretty happy having. I think he was kept. James Cook was kept. Oh no, James Cook was drafted. Take that back. James Cook was drafted for $27. It's pretty nice.
That's nice.
Zach Charbonnet was interesting. It was interesting what the Seahawks did with their running backs in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be annoying like that. Like it's like 1 week it's going to favor Charbonnet, 1 week it's going to favor Walker.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the offseason, I heard a lot in the offseason about how Charbonnet looked good and was kind of, going to get the action or some action at least, and everyone's worried about Kenneth Walker and his injury history. But yeah, that is a bit frustrating. I'm glad I stayed away from that backfield. Bill on the bench was good in week 1, 14 points. Would have just taken over Charbonnet and Jameson Williams. And Keenan Allen was also good on the bench, but not enough. Wouldn't have been enough to get him the dub, unfortunately. Kyler Murray scored 12 points at New Orleans. It could have been a lot more. I would be so mad if I was a Cardinals fan right now.
Or just try and let every team back into it.
Dude, that game against Carolina this last week was insane. Like, how do you almost let Carolina come back and win that
I mean,
game?
I was enjoying it. I wanted as many points for Carolina as possible.
Yeah. But yeah, like Kyler Murray just hasn't seemed to improve. Marvin Harrison had a good week 1, but then came right back down to earth in week 2. To be fair, even they scored 27 points and he had like 3 catches or something.
If you were the Cardinals, are you over the Kyler Murray experiment?
Yeah, you'd have to think, like, if you don't see market improvement, you'd have to think pretty soon. Like, they gave him a fat contract, but yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, they're 2-0. They're 2-0. It's a results-driven business, but it hasn't looked awesome. Like from the eye
That has
test,
looked awesome.
no.
And they're not great teams. They're versed 1 and 2.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you've beaten the Saints and the Panthers, who are both 0-2, and in the basement of the NFC South. So, I mean, those two teams. We thought Carolina was going to be better.
Yeah, I hope they get better.
Me too. I hope they get better. It'll be nice for them, because they deserve nice things.
Panthers, you deserve nice things too, like a better owner.
Yeah, hard. Right, week 2. Let's move on here. Again, we'll start at the top with me because I'm at the top. I played Tim this week and got absolutely fucked. Like, absolutely demoed. This
is why you draft Jamar Chase and CD Lamb to put up numbers like this.
This is why you draft Jamar Chase and CD Lamb, exactly. Tim had the highest score of the week by 16 points. This is the biggest blowout of the week. Yes, it was the biggest blowout of the week. Yeah. 31 and a half. No, 54 was the winning margin. So good one, Tim. There was Jonathan Taylor and nothing else for me. No one went off. Kyron Williams got vultured by Blake Corum. Marv was Marv. Keon, the Cardinals ran and the Bills ran the ball. So,
but like, there's nothing you could have done.
No, exactly. There was nothing on my bench either. Like, it didn't make any difference. So I'm a bit worried about my team right now. I'm not going to lie. If anyone wants a wide receiver 2 or 2 wide receiver 2s, hit me up. I got plenty. Ben, you need a flex, my boy. Let's make a trade. Tim, obviously just went off. I mean, Jamar Chase at 31 points. I think. Oh no, Neighbors may have scored higher. Dak Prescott with 20. That was a crazy game. That Giants-Cowboys game. That was just Brandon Aubrey.
Dude, here's an asset. 22 points is ridiculous.
It's insane. That's insane. I'm
so sad I don't have him this year.
That's a top 5 quarterback performance. 23 points. Like,
yeah. And from your kicker spot.
He scored more than Dak Prescott. And
Nice work, Aubrey.
Yeah, nice work, absolutely. The 64
All we
yarder,
appreciate him on the show.
yeah, the 64 yarder to send it to overtime, and then yeah, the game winner at the end of overtime. Yeah, Dak was all right. 361 for two, one pick, 20 points overall. Not too bad. Travis Etienne, like I said, he's scoring points. J.K. Dobbins is looking fine in Denver. Yeah, Tim has a really strong team right now.
He's looking good.
2 weeks into the
I,
season.
I think I'm versing him not this week, but next.
Yeah. Tight end's your only major question mark, but it doesn't matter. Like 5 points from your tight end is fine when you have Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb putting up 50
He
between
dropped
them.
Ertz.
Yeah, wild. What did he? After week 1?
Yep.
Tim, what are you doing, bro? You just got picked up for $29.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Tim's score could have been higher. Could have started Jared Goff in that 5-touchdown explosion against Chicago. They came back with a vengeance. Did the Lions? That was fun. They were like, "Fuck."
Dude, give me everything about the Lions' offense at the moment.
Yeah, they were like, "Fuck everyone that thinks we can't win. Watch this." Right, we'll move on to Chris versus Duncan. This was the smallest margin of victory this week, 5 points. Chris might have been a little bit nervous. Did Duncan have any? Duncan? Oh, yeah, Duncan had Nick Chubb. That's right. Houston played on Monday night. So Duncan was down with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb couldn't get it done, unfortunately. Not far off, though. He got 13. He needed 19.
Lot to expect from Nick Chubb, but definitely plausible.
I saw something today. And this guy, he reckons that Todd Bowles and the Bucks let Nick Chubb score that touchdown in order to get the ball back and score a touchdown of their own.
Interesting. I would never do that as a tactic.
Well, so I mean, it was a 20-yard run. It wasn't a short run. It was, I think, just before the 2-minute warning, and the Bucks had a couple timeouts. And essentially, the theory goes that you're better off from a time management perspective to let them score and get the ball back. Nick Chubb should have gone down at the 1 or somewhere around there to kick the field goal. But yeah, this is a couple of commenters were like, yeah, we know our Bucks defense, and they look like they were not giving it their all, as if they were instructed to let Nick Chubb score.
Interesting.
Supposedly, this is what the internet says. Obviously, we don't know.
Allegedly.
Was there anyone on? No, there's no one on Duncan's bench that could have saved him. Chrissy Boy picking up Daniel Jones off the wire, paid big for him from memory.
$30.
$30. Why are you not doing the thing? Why is? No, that's cool. Got to refresh that. But he looks good in Indianapolis. Does Daniel Jones, and he's making that offense good as well. I mean, Jonathan Taylor scored 30 this week. That was awesome. And Daniel Jones is still scoring rushing touchdowns. What the hell?
Vultured. Give me some of those.
Nice game from Achane. I mean, the Dolphins suck, but Achane, I didn't want any part of the Dolphins offense this season, and Achane has been great through 2 weeks.
It looks like that whole franchise is just melting down.
Yeah, they've just all they're all just giving up, They're like
I feel like they need a complete clean slate, like front office, coaches, players.
Yeah, 100% clean house. Chris, actually, this was a slightly wider margin of victory. Brock Bowers' score is not counted for whatever reason in Chris's tally, so Chris did have slightly more than 111.5.
Oh yeah, true. He was sitting pretty.
He was okay, but obviously, Roma Dunze, not a lot from much else of Chris's team, but Roma Dunze going off for 30, great news. Bo Nix had a good game as well on the bench. Chris again. Chris has a pretty strong team as well.
Yeah, sitting at number 2 in the standings.
Yep. We'll go to the next one. Evo versus Ben. Ben taking the win. 2-0 Ben. Lowest scoring game from him, but it's okay because he played the lowest score of the week with Evo 58 for the week. Ouch.
Wait, hold on a minute. Herbert's stats aren't in there.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Ben scored even more. Thank you for pointing that out.
And Hampton's. But I don't think Hampton scored a lot, actually.
Hampton didn't score many, no. Oh, yeah, you're right. Has Hampton there. But still, I mean, you start JJ McCarthy and get -4. That's unfortunate. And then your Broncos defense gets lit up by Indy, projected for 11, scored -1.
I feel like Ben got 108.
That would check out. Yeah, I don't know why those stats aren't in there. That's super weird. But that would check out, I think. So that was a bit close. That was less. Well, I mean, it already wasn't close, but yeah, unfortunate. 58. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. That's just unfortunate.
Wandale Robinson on the bench, that maybe could have helped. Evo, maybe. Not really.
It wouldn't have helped him win. But it's nice. He's nice to have the way that the Giants looked in that game.
He's very nice to have.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, Ben doesn't have Ashton Genty's stats in there as well. Duh. But yeah, Malik Neighbors, there you go. 34.5. Malik Neighbors, highest wide receiver score of the week. When you have that, you're normally going to be just fine.
So Evo is 0-2, and he has the number 2 wide receiver and the number 5 wide receiver.
What, in Puka and Zay?
Yep.
That is unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed.
Puka keeps doing Puka things. I love the Rams offense. It's so fun to watch. I should watch more of their actual games, but Red Zone's just so good. Let's look at Jason versus Dallas. It was a Dallas win, a pretty comfortable Dallas win, I think, which has motivated the most recent name change from Jason. Okay, how do you think Dallas is going to do without Joe Burrow? I mean, he's picked up
Matthew Stafford.
Picked up Matthew Stafford as a replacement right now, which is like a fine pickup. Matthew Stafford's not going to light the world on fire, but he might get a 20-point game every now and then. Not this week.
If I am Dallas, I'm the biggest Dallas fan right now. He's got the defense, he's got Aubrey, and he's got the surprise of the season, which is Javonte Williams.
He's got running back for Javonte Williams.
Running back for Javonte Williams.
He's averaging.
The biggest surprise is his wide receivers, like AJ Brown, not a lot, and who's throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson, not a good quarterback.
Yeah, well, hey,
Carson Wentz this week.
It is Carson Wentz this week. Carson Wentz could be awesome. You never know. But yeah, that is Dallas has some. Devontae Adams is fine. I like the stack there. But yeah, after that, Dallas has some questions to ask himself. So Justin Jefferson, I think, will be fine. AJ Brown is the bigger question for me.
Is he on the block, Dallas? Just give us a wink, nudge, nudge.
Right, move on to your next one. We'll look at you versus Sharma. You took this one out 118 to 91. Yep, 91. There's no Chargers or Raiders in your lineups. Okay, most ridiculous touchdown. That's a second kick recovery touchdown that I know of in like modern since I've been watching.
There's been rumors that they're just going to flat out like drop him.
They're just going to cut Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, like how crazy would that be?
Oh, that's so rough. He was what was he? What draft pick? What round was he?
Third round. Okay.
Yeah. So day 2 running back. I mean, that was pretty boneheaded though. Like,
no, you shouldn't cut him.
I mean, like, you should know the rules. Your job's a kick returner, and you don't know the rules on kick returns. Like, you grab
Did
that.
the coaches tell him the rules?
Surely. Kane, you are once again the rookie master. Titairo McMillan with 15. Alec Ironmanner, who has been getting a lot of hype in the last couple of weeks, came through with a tutty, a wild tutty as well. Actually, that was. Did you seen the play?
Dude, he's like scrambling all the way to his right. Alec Manner's like going hard left towards the back post. And then Cam's just like yeet right across his body. It's a throw you should never ever do. But then like Alec comes up, catches it, breadbasket, touchdown.
Man, that was so painful to watch as a Rams fan. Because like
I'm surprised. Like I picked this guy up for free. Like this guy's good.
Yeah, apparently. So he was. I don't think he was too involved in week 1. Oh no, 7 targets, but only 2 for 13. But yeah, this last week, 6 targets, 4 for 56, and a touchdown. The rookies are connecting.
Well, that's what I needed.
Yeah. Are you nervous about Chase Brown?
I think this actually benefits him more, to be honest.
You think they're going to just try and run it more?
Yeah, because I think with Joe Burrow, the focal point would be Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Whereas in now, it's probably just going to be Browning, a lot of short stuff, and who's good at the short stuff? Chase Brown out the backfield.
Yeah, right. I don't know what his rushing totals will be like, because I mean I imagine defenses will kind of hone in on that rush in order to try and get after old mate Browning. But an interesting development to watch as the season goes on. Lamar Jackson did Lamar Jackson things, and that got you the dub.
Yeah, Seattle defense, number 1, baby.
Yeah, it was a big game, all because of that stupid touchdown. Sharma, again, well, Devontae Smith was better this week, 7 points. But again, DK Metcalf, like, he scored 10 and 9.5. I feel like he's looked good, but just doesn't have the results.
He never gets above 6 targets. He goes for 40 yards and a touchdown. That's his game.
Yeah,
every single week.
Pretty much. Interestingly, DeAndre Swift is pretty clearly the running back 1 in Chicago. The results aren't awesome, but he's got the role, I think. So you feel pretty safe,
How
Sharma.
long will that last, though? And if that doesn't last, looking pretty bleak on the bench.
Yeah, well, you still have Tony Pollard as well.
Pollard there, yeah. So you got that to play around with.
So that's the thing. Like, you have 3, between Barkley, Swift, and Pollard, you have 3 solid starting running backs. Like, again, Swift and Pollard aren't world breakers, I think, just with those offenses at the moment. But they're starters. It's better than nothing. Better than what a lot of people have at running back right now, especially that depth. None of his bench starts could have saved him this week. Sharma looking to bounce back from an 0-2 start for the 3-time champion. Not a great start.
0-2.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck that.
We'll look at Nick and Dylan. Second week in a row, we've had someone score a nice 69, although this was 69.5 from Dylan, which was not enough to top Nick's 110. I take that back. Malik Neighbors was wide receiver 2 this week. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, Mr. St. Brown. 35.5 points.
And Nick's team looks dope.
Yeah. I mean, Breece Hall in New York, I think that's going to get real interesting real quick without Fields.
Well, it's not long-term for Fields.
No, it's just a concussion. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. Well, you don't know if he's playing this week. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, I think Drake London had a bad week, but should be fine rest of season.
He should be fine.
Hawkinson.
Jalen Warren's taken over RB1. Breece Hall looking better than expected. And then those wide receivers. When Rashee Rice comes back. This gambit looks like it's going to pay off.
Yeah. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson as well. Like, he's getting to work in New England right now. I mean,
he's the RB1.
Yeah, he's a starting running back. And everyone thought Henderson was going to, come in and be the dog and take over, but not yet. Ramondre's like, nah, fuck you. You can challenge me all you want. So yeah, like you do have to feel good. I don't feel good about his tight end. TJ Hawkinson is, maybe that's an upgrade with Carson Wentz.
Maybe it is actually.
Like, honestly, I mean, there was a lot of body language in that Sunday night game, against the Falcons. There was a lot of negative body language on the Viking sideline. Like, Justin Jefferson didn't look stoked. I mean, you saw the passes that McCarthy.
They're just not looking great, eh? Like, really wild throws. You're just hoping he makes 4 good ones at a game.
Yeah, I mean, he threw them short, he threw them wide, he missed wide open receivers like all game. Like, it wasn't good. So maybe Carson Wentz is an upgrade. Who knows? But yeah, like you say, overall, Nick is I would be pretty happy if I was Nick. For Dylan, disappointing for your quarterback to go out with 1 point. I mean, he left in the fourth quarter, but still, like, the Jets looked really good last week. But maybe it's just that the Steelers' defense is really bad.
Ladd McConkey got 0 targets for 0 catches.
No. He's a Chargers player. The scores haven't updated.
Oh, I was looking at this like, no way.
So Dylan did not score 69.5. McConkey was good, not great. Quentin Johnston, touchdown machine. And Keenan Allen, did Keenan Allen just like come off the couch for the Chargers and is dominating again?
Dude, why did they let this guy go? It's the how bad are the Bears when they had like all that talent and couldn't do anything with Caleb Williams last year?
Imagine if any other quarterback, almost any other quarterback in the league has DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, like you had Cole Kmet's no like pushover either.
No, you're right. He's no slouch. Like that's stacked. And yeah, Caleb Williams was not able to do shit with that, which is very disappointing. But yeah, so I mentioned Cam Scatterby as a rookie I would want right now. I mean, this last week he had 11 carries, 45 yards. I think he had more carries than Tyrone Tracy. Only 2 catches, but he's had some really good moments. I was excited for him coming in as a rookie, drafted for $5. Probably could have got him. Probably should have got him. I think I was.
You don't like the Loveland 0 points though.
No, and
That's the Bears offense.
that is actually a 0-point score as well. That's not an issue with the scoring. No, Colson Loveland had 1 target and no catches. So yeah,
0.
that's not fun. Tight end feels so weird. Like the tight end position overall this year feels so weird. Like it's weird every year, but this year it feels weirder.
I'm so glad I spent the money when I did because now I feel very comfortable for the rest of the season about my tight end position.
Yeah, and I mean, fair enough as well. Like, that's it. I mean, it is one of those. You either have the best guys or you're punting at the position. And like, if you see someone that you like, obviously it's worth to go out and spend the money. Did you pick up Juwan Johnson and Fannin or just Fannin?
I picked up both.
You did pick up both. For like $60 or something, right?
No. Fanning for 35, Johnson for 13.
Oh, it was only 13 for Johnson. I thought it was a bit more.
Yeah.
Why 35 on Fannin?
I think he's going to be a tight end, like top 5.
You reckon Harold Fannin is going to end the season? Stop. What are you putting on it? Are you putting any money on that?
Well, I spent 35 in Fab.
You want to make a bet?
The Jaden Reed one surprised me. I didn't think I was going to be the only one betting on him.
Oh yeah. Were you the only one bidding on Jaden Reed? I missed.
R.I.P. though.
I saw you spent a lot. I saw you spent a lot of money. Yeah, you spent 25 on him, didn't you? On Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, cool. Kane has no fab left now. That's great. All right, last game of the week 2 round. You have Michael Knutsford versus Ryan Larson, and I have to check the scores to make sure we have no zeros. This was the. Oh no. Okay, hang on. No, Michael won this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael won because he has Cameron Dicker. Okay, that is right. So that's. I don't know what's happened there. We'll have to look into that because the.
So yeah, he was ahead by quite a bit. Knutsford won by like 4 points.
Yeah, okay, Cameron Dicker.
Was it the Vikings?
No, Cameron Dicker only needed 4 points. Michael's kicker, and he got 2 field goals and at least 2 field goals and 2 extra points. So, yeah. Now Michael definitely won this one. Michael is 1-1. Ryan is 0-1-1. Let's just we'll clarify that.
After a great start from Thursday night football.
For
Ryan, the 23 points from Tucker Kraft. If your tight end goes off with 23, in Thursday night football, you're feeling pretty good about your matchup, like coming into Monday.
Very much so. Like that is from your tight end. That is nice. Drake May had a great game. 23. Bijan did Bijan things. And everyone else is kind of meh, unfortunately.
Tight end 1, running back 2. Yeah, his wide receivers need to step up. Oh, he's got Balcow back in Jordan Mason now. Aaron Jones is on IR for 4 weeks.
Yeah, I just saw that and was about to say the exact same thing. I mean, I don't know if this was an intended move from Ryan. Drafted Aaron Jones for $18. Don't know if he specifically went after the backup Jordan Mason, drafted for $9, but it works. It turns out, you have an RB1 now in Jordan Mason, so that's kind of nice. You can replace Cortland Sutton, 1 catch Cortland Sutton in your flex. That'll be awesome. really was hoping that Troy Franklin wouldn't go for too much, and then I absolutely got way outbid for him. I wasn't prepared to spend that kind of money on another wide receiver too.
Yeah, well, I had no money left, so I didn't bid that much.
um, I wonder if Ryan's receivers keep faltering if he uses Bijan as a trade bait
Why would you trade away your best player though?
to severely upgrade at another position. Like, I mean,
I think stay the course with these guys. Like, I don't know how much of a position gain you get over both.
I want to see some trades. Damn it.
This is a very non-trade league.
There are no trade. There's been there was 2 trades all of last year, and I think I made them. No, I made 2 trades last year. There weren't that many.
They're the margins are so fine.
Yeah, 14-team leagues. It is pretty tough. It's kind of tough. It's just tough to find deals that everybody is happy with.
For sure.
Unless it's a 1-for-1 kind of thing. But even then, I'm kind of looking at. I want Blake Corum off him. Who do I have that he... Tyler Algier. Ryan, if you want to do...
Pop that one up.
If you want to do Blake Corum for Tyler Algier, hit me up. Bashal Tootin had a nice game. He's a number 2 in Jacksonville now. So Ryan's he needs an upgrade at wide receiver. So you hope that one of those running backs, you can sell high on them at some point, I think.
Who's got the wide receivers? Tim has the wide receivers.
Yeah, Tim has Chase and CD. Michael had a bounce back game. Bounce back for Michael. Jameson Williams with a bounce back game, 19 points. James Cook, the 1 on the season with a massive 27. That massive game against the Jets. Needed that game because the Ravens defense, Jameson Williams, and Trey McBride did Trey McBride things, and George Pickens scored a touchdown. So Michael got what he needed.
Are you panicking on BTJ? If you're Michael?
It's very concerning so far. The drops are concerning. The wrist, the unreported wrist injury is concerning.
He got 12 targets.
Yeah.
But only 4 receptions.
Yeah, he's had 20 targets in 2 weeks. 10 targets a game is what you want for your top wide receiver. But that offense just hasn't taken a step forward. And I mean, maybe it takes time, kind of the same with the Bears as well. Maybe it takes time for those coaches to kind of, have their imprint on the offense and to get what they want out of it. Maybe it's still a couple weeks away. It's early days. These guys are both rookie head coaches playing with kind of reclamation project quarterbacks with supposedly a good offense. And they're both offensive-minded head coaches. So, very similar situations between Jacksonville and Chicago right now. I don't think I'm panicking. I think I'm holding for another week. Maybe you hope he has a really big game next week, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's Brian Thomas, he's back," and then you trade him, and then you trade high, maybe.
It's such a small sample size at the minute, guys. Let's just hold off a bit.
It's 2 games. They're still collecting a lot of data. But yeah, I am slightly nervous about Michael's running back situation. Bill was nothing this week. What did Bill do last week? He had 4 carries for 17 yards, and that was with Austin Eckler going out. So that's not good. But again, Green Bay was
a committee backfield, but I think he's got enough to survive.
Yeah. He hopes so, that's for sure. Righto, that was our week 2 matchups. Congratulations on those who won. Commiserations, to those that didn't. Let's go to have a look at week 3. Why is this not doing the thing I wanted to do? Let's have a look at week 3. All right. We'll start at the top again with moi, because I'm at the top. And yeah, an interesting battle against Dallas this week. I'm a bit nervous because Kyren Williams plays the Eagles. And that's probably not going to be good. Do you remember what happened the last time the Rams and the Eagles played?
I think it's another day. And it's at Philly as well.
Yeah, it's at Philly.
Although it might be a bad day for your Rams, it could be a good day for you fantasy-wise.
Well, I mean, it's Kyren Williams. I think it should be a high-scoring game. I hope so. There are 2 really good defenses, though. The Rams' defense is looking good. You know what?
He's got Stafford and Adams, and you've got Williams. So you just want them to run the ball, basically.
Well, I do, but I don't think you can really do that against the Eagles. They're a good team, but we'll see what happens. But then I have Jalen Hurts and he has AJ Brown. The Rams unfortunately lost their top cornerback to a broken collarbone last week, which sucks. We re-signed Akello Witherspoon and he goes down in game 2. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with AJ Brown and that passing offense there. I'm looking for Jonathan. Jonathan Taylor is the savior of my team right now. Like, he is going to carry me. If anyone's going to carry me to the promised land, it's him. And Quentin Johnson, I'm starting Quentin Johnson this week.
You're starting benching Marv
Fuck yeah, I'm benching Marv. Jesus, get fucked.
against San Francisco.
I'm benching Marv until I see the Cardinals look good. Until that offense can prove to me that they can be consistent. He's just not consistent. I can't live with that. Quentin Johnson plays Denver. Yes, they're a good defense, but you have too many wide receivers. Like, Pat Surtain can only cover one guy at a time, right? Quentin Johnson is going to get space. He's going to get a long touchdown. I reckon 54-yard touchdown for Quentin Johnston this week.
Oh my gosh, all your receivers are just like question marks every single game. You're just like, well, which one is going to go off this week?
Yep. Jacoby Myers is the only guy I can rely on right now because he's just a possession guy. He's had more than 10 targets both weeks. Gino's looking for him. He's not looking for him well, but he's looking for him. But yeah, otherwise everyone's a question mark. Like, it fucking sucks.
I wish I had that problem at receiver. I just want a receiver at the moment.
Yeah, you want a receiver? I'll trade your receiver. Trade you Jacoby Myers. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that after. Dallas, Bucky Irving against the Jets should be fine. Javonte at Chicago should be fine. Justin Jefferson, who knows? And yeah, I think that Rams, our matchup is going to come down to really that Rams Philly game and how that goes. Please, Dallas, don't absolutely destroy. I hope Dallas, the team that is, not the person. Dallas, I love you, but I hope the Cowboys lay an egg in Chicago. Those two games will dictate this matchup: the Cowboys-Bears game and the Eagles-Rams game. It's a big.
Brandon Aubrey, mate, that would have me shaking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Best kicker in the league. Fucking, top point scorer in the league. Fucking scary. We're 50-50 as far as our projections go right now. 108 and 109.
Get it?
Game 2, Sharma versus Tim. Current projections: Sharma 108.6, Tim 102. So Sharma with a 55% chance to win.
This is a good matchup here.
Yeah, so you have Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott at quarterback. Mahomes has been all right at the Giants. I think Mahomes gets it done and gets a few points. Saquon. Okay, so you didn't answer my question. The last time the Eagles played the Rams, Saquon Barkley ran for 250 and 2.
Oh shit.
Yep. So I'm worried that that's going to happen again. That's why I had to pick up a different defense because I do not want to see that on my Rams. So if Saquon can be Saquon against the Rams, then I think Sharma will have this one.
Are you starting the Rams defense?
No, I'm not starting the Rams defense. No, not
What defense are you starting?
The Buccaneers currently. They're playing the Jets at home. Okay. No, I'm not playing the Rams defense, who are traveling cross country for the second time in as many weeks to go and play the reigning champions with one of the strongest offenses in the league. No, I'm not starting the Rams defense.
Good game, that game.
Really good game. But hello, bit of wind out here. Sharma, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift against Dallas versus Travis Etienne versus Houston. Bit of a wash there. Travis Etienne, Houston have a good defense as well, so that's a bit of a wash. There you go. Tim has the edge at receiver here with Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, if those two go off, then I can actually totally see Tim winning this one.
You're just lucky that Burrow's injured, so Jamar Chase has got a backup quarterback throwing to him.
Yeah,
CeeDee Lamb is going to be a problem, though. That's the stack I would worry about.
Yeah, the Dak CeeDee stack, the Dak stack. It will be interesting to see how that all plays out. Tim hasn't adjusted his lineup yet. Joe Mixon, he's got Joe Mixon and Brandon Ayuk, but Austin Eckler is still on his team, so he hasn't found a replacement for the IR guy. just yet. Tight one. I do think Tim will take that one though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Right. Evo versus Ryan. 0-2 versus 0-1-1.
Both these guys need a win.
Yeah, both these guys need to win it. Ryan less so. Like he's got the tie there, which helps at the end of the season.
In my screen, it's got Ryan at 101.
It's because Michael's points from Cameron Dicker haven't been added, so they've affected his. Yeah, they've affected the standings as well because the points haven't updated properly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't looked in the app. I think Ryan here again. So Ryan, I think, has the biggest stars here. Bijan, whatever. If Tucker Kraft goes off again, if Mike Evans catches a touchdown. Whereas Puka Nakua is more likely to have a quiet game, I think, for Evo. Quinshon Judkins, wow, we'll get a look at him. 10 for 61 last week. They are playing Green Bay. I don't know if he's going to be able to do a lot against Green Bay. Omarion Hampton against Denver is going to be tough. James Conner at San Fran.
I would play Wan'Dale Robinson in the flex, not Quinshon Judkins.
I would probably also. I would find a way to start Wan'Dale at this point for me. I mean, he's had 18 targets through 2 weeks. Russell Wilson doesn't look terrible. He's airing it out. Like the deep passes last week for Wilson were awesome. So yeah, I would be finding a way to get Wan'Dale Robinson into my lineup. And
Ryan starting Caleb. Interesting.
Caleb Williams versus Dallas over Drake May versus Pittsburgh. That is a curious decision.
Yeah, there we go. Jordan Mason, Mike Evans. So he's going with old reliable wide receivers once again. Packers defense looks so good, man.
Packers defense and I think that's why never mind. David Montgomery is playing at Baltimore, so I think you bench him. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Good looking lineups there. Yeah, if I was Evo, I would also probably not start Quinshon Judkins against the Packers, but that's just me. I mean, Ryan has the projections. He has Bijan. He has Jordan Mason as a lone back against the Bengals. Yeah, I do think Ryan gets his first one of the season here. Jason versus Duncan. 1-1 plays 1-1. Projections have Duncan at 104, Jason at 94, so quite the advantage there for Duncan in the projections. Jason just, I think Jason's team is great, but I reckon he's going to be like the rookies. He needs to win a couple games until like the rookies start to kick in and actually start to play. Like all of his wide receivers are rookies, or Josh Allen's just got to keep him afloat.
That's what I said at the start of the year, didn't I? I was like, this is a good second half of the year team.
Yeah, I just don't.
If he can sneak into the playoffs, this will be a good team.
Yeah, I just don't want it to get to like week 6 and then Jason's 1, 2-4, 1-5, and trying to trade for keepers already.
He's got all the keepers. He's got all the rookies.
That's right. No, well, sorry. That's what I mean. Actually, that's what you'd be doing. He'd be trading away. Yeah, like to try and to trade away essentially to some of the lower ranked teams as well to try and get some stronger players. He's got good keepers, all the rookies. Emeka looks great. Travis Hunter, we'll see with him. Matthew Golden, we'll see with him as well. Matthew Golden is wide receiver 120. He has 3 points on 4 targets.
That's not what you want.
No, and he has 2 carries. So yeah, you do want a bit more from there. Jason, if you want a wide receiver, hit me up. I got wide receivers.
Emeka looks good though.
Ibuka looks great. Yeah, Ibuka's awesome. Although his touchdown last week, did you see his touchdown last week?
Yeah, I saw all of them.
Did you see the penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was a bad miss by the refs there. But went in the books, so a touchdown's a touchdown.
We like tutties.
We do love tutties. And then Duncan has a question at quarterback. With Jaden Daniels questionable with a knee sprain, Michael Penix is his backup at Carolina. I don't like playing the passing attacks against Carolina because you can run on them too easily. The Cardinals showed that last week that it's not that they're a good pass defense, it's just that you don't need to pass against them.
Well, I don't think there's much on the waiver wire. I'll take Michael Penix here over Carolina. It's probably the best option out of everything on the waivers.
I haven't looked at the waiver wire in a minute, so we'll look at that slightly later on. Otherwise, there's no one on Duncan's bench that I want at all. But if Gibbs goes off, and if JSN goes off, and yeah, I mean, if Calvin Ridley and Cam Ward can get on the same page as well, I thought Calvin Ridley could be a really sneaky buy this year. I kind of had him on my radar, but he has been okay. He's 7 for 84 on the season on 14 targets.
All these targets are going to the rookie wide receivers, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, you would be. Jason could absolutely win this week if he gets a boom from his rookie, boom from a couple of his receivers. If Matthew Golden catches one of those targets, it's a touchdown, then Jason has a good chance of winning this week, especially with Josh Allen.
If Travis Hunter just plays offense, he should be good.
Yeah, true. Although, do you worry about Josh Allen and the Bills being so good that Josh Allen doesn't need to do much against Miami?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. So if they just keep running it down their throats, I think Knutsford's in for a good day, eh?
I mean, they did that last week against the Jets. Miami have looked really bad so far. So, maybe they get a few passing touchdowns. Maybe Allen runs for a touchdown. I think that's what you're hoping for with Jason, is that they get down to the goal line and Allen scores a touchdown with his legs, because there's every chance that just becomes a blowout.
Is it a good Coleman game this week?
Nah, I don't think it's a good Coleman game this week. I think it's a running game again. I think they get up big and they don't need to throw it against Miami. I think Miami, I will check the injury reports, because I think Miami are down a couple of their corners, or one of their corners from memory, but I'll have a look. I mean, potentially, but I got some decisions to make.
Looks like Duncan's standing strong. He's a very wide receiver thin. Running back thin.
Who was that?
Duncan, running back thin.
Yeah. We'll move on to your game. You play Ben. You're both projected for about 107, so pretty even there. And 2-0 teams face off. This will be a close one.
So battle of the undefeateds. Herbert versus Lamar, Chuba versus Jacob, Henry versus Genty, McMillan versus Neighbors, Ayumanor versus Samuels, Laporta versus Jawan Johnson, Leo Shakir versus Chase Brown, and Seahawks against the Niners defense, and Cam Little against Jake Elliott. It's 50-50. Like, this one here is a coin toss.
It is. It's a coin toss. Curious that Ben has Shakir starting at his flex.
That should be your team name.
What, Toin Koss?
Toin Koss.
Actually. Yeah, you know what? If you're Ben, I don't know if you have any better option to put in your flex other than Khalil Shakir. Maybe Rashad White could be a flex start as well, like desperation flex start.
Start Kyle Pitts.
Over Sam Laporta? Kyle Pitts at Carolina, or Sam Laporta at Baltimore, sorry.
Over Shakir.
Actually, Pitts over Shakir. Interesting. Actually, Sam Laporta could be really good this week. If the Lions come back and play the way they did last week, then that Lions-Ravens game could be a bit of a shootout, and that could be quite fun.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. That'll be great for you, because you have Lamar Jackson, you dick, and Derrick Henry, you dick.
I like that.
I have the kickers, so score some field goals.
No, we want no field goals.
Go Lions defense. Clamp them down.
That's going to be a great game as well. Oh, I'm so happy that's the Tuesday game.
Oh, yeah, that's a primetime game. Very nice. Your prize free agent, Jawan Johnson, is starting for you at tight end, and your rookie wide receiver duo. Alec Iamana has 13 targets through 3 weeks. Tet has 19 through 2 weeks, which is what you want to see from your top rookie. All right, let's look at the... we've got two more. Nick versus Chris, 1-0-1 versus 2-0. Projection, Chris just has the upper hand, 109 versus 106. Let's have a look. See, Chris is hoping that his Colts ball out Daniel Jones and Tyler Warren at Tennessee, which is entirely possible.
It's completely possible.
Yeah, knowing... the Tennessee defense is okay. It's not terrible. Actually, the Rams scored 33 on them last week, so maybe it's not that great.
I'm liking this, Indiana Colts, run.
The Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, I mean, they've come back to relevance, I think they're feeling pretty good about the decision to start Daniel Jones over Anthony Richardson.
Oh yeah, that team just looks so much better.
The offense is amazing. Like, they are scoring points. There's fantasy galore out there. Daniel Jones is the quarterback 1 on the season.
Oh, so he's not starting Pittman. He's going with 2 tight ends.
Really, Brock Bowers and Tyler Warren, Roma Dunze, Garrett Wilson. Interesting you start Garrett Wilson. With a different, who's Tyrod Taylor's the quarterback. I mean, maybe Tyrod gets it to him. Maybe a change of quarterback is what they need. But Tyrod himself might not be great, but he might be able to make Garrett Wilson really good.
I'm sure he can service one wide receiver.
I'm sure he can, exactly. And if it's one wide receiver in that offense, it's going to be Garrett Wilson. So that's.
And new to Nick's lineup is the $29 Zach Ertz.
I mean, fair enough. Zach Ertz is the tight end 2 on the season so far. He has 9.5 and 15 points, a touchdown in both games this season. Will be interesting if Jaden Daniels doesn't start, but old reliable Zach Ertz.
So yeah, like pretty evenly based squad. I like Nick's team.
Yeah, I mean, Amon-Ra again at Baltimore. Like, if that turns into a shootout, then that's going to be a great game for Amon-Ra. Yeah, like, I guess I don't like the idea of Jaylen Warren, but he is a starting running back. He is the one for the Steelers. So, yeah, he's okay.
It's going to be a good matchup, this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very tight across the board.
Just looking to stay king of the castle.
Yeah, he's making a bold choice, I think, starting the tight end in the flex, but obviously likes the matchup at Tennessee, likes his Colt. He has 4 Colts on his team: Daniel Jones, Tyler Warren, Michael Pittman, and the DST.
Love a good double tight end.
Yeah, the old 2 tight end start. For Nick, no, I think Nick's got his pretty good starting lineup. Good shout on getting Zach Ertz to replace TJ Hawkinson, who's looked average. And yeah, just a question for Chris on whether you start Michael Pittman. Where do you put him in? I think he's got the right lineup right now. Maybe I would put Pittman in instead of Warren in the flex. But Warren is the tight end 4 on the season. 76 yards and 79 yards in 2 games. It's pretty good.
He's getting over 7 targets a game. You like that?
You do like that. You love that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right, and no, so we have one more. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself. We have one more game.
Matchup against Dylan.
There you go. Nuts for Dylan. The last one here. Sorry, I have to get back to it.
So Dylan's like hanging on fence with a Justin Fields question mark. Who will he put in?
Well, he has
no quarterback picked up just yet.
He has Trevor Lawrence on his bench or Russell Wilson. I would argue Russell Wilson against the Chiefs might be the dart throw. If you need to take a dart throw, that would be my dart throw this week.
If he's just slinging it, yeah, why not? What is he going to do in that tight end position? I believe he did bid for Ertz and some of these tight ends that have gone. No luck so far. Is there something he can find on the waivers, maybe?
Not enough. Let's have a quick look-see at the waivers. Or we'll get to the waivers. Oh, yeah, let's have a quick look-see at the waivers now. Tight end. Who's available at tight end? I mean, I dropped Evan Ingram. He's done nothing to this point. Dalton Schultz might fall into the end zone for a touchdown. Pat Fryermuth might make a couple catches. Otherwise, Tyler Higbee, maybe, for the Rams.
So not a lot. It looks like a position you could improve on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dart throw no matter where you go. Like Cole Kmet is, there's a couple dart throws out there, but they're all exactly that. They're all dart throws. Like, we have no idea.
So Knutsford's gone with the Bill Krosky merit start. Love that. Now Ertz is out.
He's putting Bill in, eh? So James Cook, Bill, Brian Thomas Jr., who's now officially questionable with the wrist injury.
And Keenan Allen, he's got to be up there as a top 10 wide receiver.
Wow,
Can't find a way onto his lineup.
You have Keenan Allen on your bench. Ooh. I mean, maybe you wait to see what happens with Brian Thomas. Honestly, this week, Brian Thomas plays Houston. Their secondary is really good. It hurts, but I would strongly consider benching Brian Thomas for Keenan Allen. Nutsford, if you're listening to this, drop us an emoji. If you've made it this far, this is now an hour and 17 minutes in. So it's a marathon, this one. Trey McBride could do Trey McBride things against San Fran. Michael has a chance. The projections have it in favor of Michael, but Justin Fields might be projected for 0 because let's have a look at Justin Fields' status. Okay, no news on that one. To be fair, injury reports come out tomorrow, so we'll have more news over the next couple days on these players that are questionable going into the week. So Brian Thomas Jr. and Justin Fields. What did Liam Cohen have to say about Brian Thomas Jr.'s wrist? Entered the loss nursing a wrist injury, but he wasn't listed on the injury report. So yeah, we'll have to check what the injury reports do through the week. Ricky Pearsall is not having the breakout that, it's not been too bad. But Niners have to go, obviously, to Mac Jones now with Purdy out. They got the
They
dub.
look decent against the Saints, but it's the Saints, so I don't know how much you can read into it.
It's the Saints. They got the dub, but yeah, it is against the Saints. So who knows what's really going on there? They'll get a bit more of a test with Arizona this week. Maybe we find out who Arizona really are, who the Cardinals really are this week.
He's benefited from a Cam Scatterboo RB1 decision.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's an RB1 decision yet, but it's definitely based on the numbers from last week, it definitely feels like a promotion. So, otherwise his running back room, Caleb Johnson, nope. Brian Robinson, nope. And Woody Marks, nope. So, but yeah, you do have Christian McCaffrey. And if you have Christian McCaffrey, then anything's possible. So, every chance he could steal a win, but yeah, we'll see what happens with some of the start-sit decisions from Michael. I do think Michael has this one. I think the projections will play out. I think James Cook gets another big game.
All right, so I'm just going over some recent activity now. Dallas has changed Javonte Williams running back to likely to trade, A.J. Brown to likely to trade, Justin Jefferson to likely to trade, and Joe Burrow likely to trade.
Damn, where are you looking at this?
This if you go on league and to recent activity.
Yeah. Oh, activity type. All? Nope. All I can see is the trades. Sorry, the trades are the ad. All I can see is the ads when I click on recent activity.
Oh, well, I'll tell you then.
Okay.
Oh
no,
waivers.
Okay. No, sorry. I've just scrolled down to find it. Yep. I've just found it. The roster update trade availability. There you go. Oh yeah, are you likely to trade Joe Burrow, Dallas?
Now he is.
To be fair, that was that was after the games. Look at that. So Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, and Javonte Williams are all on the trade block. That's
What
interesting.
Are you thinking, Sam?
I'd go get Justin Jefferson if he's available. Don't know what he's available for. That's I think from my perspective, that's a pretty tough trade for me to make. But maybe it's a Jonathan Taylor for a Justin Jefferson, a Javonte Williams, and something else.
Who knows?
Jonathan Taylor, one of my wide receivers, for JJ, Javonte, and another piece. Something could potentially be done there.
Talk to me, Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. If you want a wide receiver, Dallas, hit me up. Let's have a quick look at the top scorers through 2 weeks, because this is one of my favorite exercises to do. We are going to go position rank. There we go. So at quarterback, in 5th place, is that 5th equal? Or no, you got 4th equal, Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen at 3. Daniel Jones. Oh, that's weird. I had Daniel Jones as 2 earlier. Daniel Jones at 2 and Lamar Jackson. Oh, no, sorry. They're first equal, Daniel Jones and Lamar Jackson. Both with 50 points through 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, so there you go. Number 1 quarterback, Lamar Jackson, for your team there, Kane. Nice one.
Thank you very much.
Daniel Jones was a waiver ad, was he not?
Yeah, $30.
Yes, a $30 waiver ad. Look at that. Chris going and getting his quarterback, and it's paying off for him. Otherwise, those 5 guys you kind of expect to see there. The surprise is Russell Wilson at 6 and Drake May at 8.
That's crazy.
And then Caleb Williams and Jordan Love rounding up the top 10. Hurts, Daniels, Fields, and Rodgers rounding up the top 14 in our league. But yeah, Russell Wilson and Drake May in the top 10 and Caleb Williams at 9 is kind of a surprise as well.
Yeah, Caleb is a bit of a surprise there.
Yeah. At least he's producing from a fantasy perspective. Running backs, James Cook is running back 1. Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams at 4, and Christian McCaffrey round out the top 5. Your top 10 go Devon Achane, Travis Etienne, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Chuba Hubbard, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Josh Jacobs are just outside the top 10, and they were drafted pretty heavily. So I think the biggest surprise for everyone, well, it's Javonte Williams. But Travis Etienne's worth a note as well. Yeah, Travis Etienne is worth a note as well.
Go Chuba.
Yeah, Chuba coming in at 10. I think no one expected Travis Etienne to do anything this year. He was drafted for $6.
$5 by Tim.
No, $6 by Tim.
Oh, $6. Sorry.
And Javonte was drafted for $4 by Dallas. So there you go. There are running back steals to be had if you know where to look for them. Everyone else you kind of expect, like Cook got the contract. He's scoring the touchdowns. Bijan. Jonathan Taylor and the Colts look great. Christian McCaffrey's healthy. Devon Achane is a surprise to me. And how nervous were you when Derrick Henry scored 2 points last week?
Not nervous, actually.
Oh, fuck. Oh, because Lamar still scored, 20-something?
Yeah, I felt like it was... Well, I was comfortably ahead.
Right. You weren't too concerned.
No.
Wide receiver... your top 5, Malik Neighbors, top scorer of the season. Puka, Amon-Ra, Roma Dunze, and Zay Flowers round out the top 5.
Wan'Dale Robinson there? Oh.
Wan'Dale Robinson at 7. Deebo Samuel at 6. Then Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Jackson Smith, and Jigba round out the top 10. Wan'Dale and Deebo are the 2 biggest surprises there for me.
Yep. Is that going to last? We'll see.
We will see. I mean, Deebo obviously on a new team, potentially a different quarterback this week. Wan'Dale Robinson, how long does the magic last in New York with Russell Wilson? How much are they going to let him cook? When does Jackson Dart come in? Roma Dunze, a bit of a nice development for him. Ranked 4th at the moment. He has 41.5, so third equals, 41.5 points through 2 games, tied with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nice. Go, Chris.
Go Chris. Tim has 2 top 10 receivers, and then who is that? Who's 49er? Oh, it's Ben. Ben has 2 top 10 receivers as well. So nice. Oh, and Evo has 2 top. Evo has Puka and Zay Flowers, and his own 2. Tight ends. I mentioned it's a weird season for tight end. Okay, who are the top 5 tight ends?
Tucker Kraft, Zach Ertz, Juwan Johnson, Tyler Warren, Trey McBride.
What the fuck?
They were all predictable.
No, Tucker Kraft is a top 5. No, Zach Ertz is a top 5. Nah. Juwan Johnson is a top 5.
To be honest, yeah.
Well, no, but before the season, if I told you that was your top 5.
I can't believe Tim dropped him.
Yeah, if I told you before the season that Zach Ertz will be 2nd, Juwan Johnson will be 3rd through 2 weeks, would you have believed me?
No.
No, exactly. Wait, hang on. There's no way. There's no way. Davis Allen through 2 weeks. This is how bad the tight end position is. Davis Allen, who's a backup tight end for the Rams, he caught a touchdown. He has 14 points. He's the tight end 11.
Go Davis Allen.
That's how bad tight end has been so far this season. That's horrendous. So the top 10, 7 points a game is your top 10 right now. I can't believe that. Trey McBride, Travis Kelce, Dalton Kincaid, Jake Ferguson, Harold Fannin Jr. round out the top 10. Brock Bowers all the way down in 11. And Kyle Pitts is the borderline tight end 1 right now at 12th equal. Love that.
Well, do we have any final thoughts, Sam?
Nothing pressing off the top of my head. It's been a great time here. It's been a little bit of a long episode. Looking forward to the games this weekend.
Catch up.
And what? In person?
We had to catch up.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a while. It's been a minute. We'll do this again next week. It'll be a bit of a shorter, snappier episode. So thank you very much for sticking with us. And I hope you're having a great time. Do you have any final thoughts, Kay?
Oh man, I'm king of the castle at the moment. Just try beat me.
Must be nice. Who are you playing this week?
I'm playing another undefeated team in
Ben.
Ben. So if
Go,
anyone's gonna do it,
go on, Ben. Get it done.
please Ben win.
Knock him off his perch. He needs to be humbled. All right, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the East Auckland Fantasy League podcast. And have a great week. Enjoy the games. Good luck for your fantasy matchups, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.